Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of the academic year 2024 to 2025. Equity in Diversity, the Liberation of Inclusion.
My name is Muji from Thailand.
And my name is Tony, alum or from Vietnam. We are the students from Nisai Global School.
And today it's our pleasure to become the MCs of this year's ceremony.
Before we start, we would like to invite everyone to enjoy the video. Welcome, Nisaiers.
Nisai Global School.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody participating in our event today. This year's opening ceremony at Nisai is one of the most remarkable events as it marked our 5th year emerging the global market. Also, this is the time when we take a look back at our achievements in the past academic years and prepare for the next learning journey. Tony, what do you think about the last academic year?
This year has been a truly amazing journey of scientific discovery. I've learned so much about the world around us, from the tiniest atoms to the vast expanse of the universe. My teachers have always been incredibly supportive and welcoming and always there to answer my questions and encourage my curiosity. My classmates has been a blast to work with. We collaborated on projects, shared laughter, and learned from each other's unique perspectives. Joining clubs has also been a highlight of the year. I've met new friends, explored interests, and even discovered some hidden talents. I'm so grateful for this year's growth and learning. Thank you to my teachers, classmates, and everyone who has made this experience so special. How about you, Muji?
This year has been very memorable for me too, as it is my first full year at Nisai. I learned a lot of useful new knowledge from both my classes and in extracurricular activities. And I've also made a lot of friends who I've shared fond memories with. However, I also can't forget to mention my teachers, who I've also shared moments of happiness with, while also preparing me for the next upcoming academic years.
Thanks, Muji. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's event, Equity in Diversity, the Liberation of Inclusion, highlights the equity and the inclusivity in education. We understand the crucial need to offer tailored support to meet each other's students' unique requirements, to ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to learn and grow to their fullest potential. Therefore, Nisai is dedicated to innovating and upholding our commitment to create an equitable and inclusive learning environment for all students, regardless of genders, religion, or background.
Before going to the main parts of our event, today we would like to invite all of you to watch an amazing music performance delivered by our talented Nisaier, Nguyen Nhat Hoa from Vietnam. Everyone, please welcome Nisaier Nguyen Nhat Hoa.
students, for your lovely performances. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in this very special event today is the presence of our distinguished guests. Everybody, please welcome Mr. Dhruv Patel, CEO and founder of Nisai Group.
Miss Carol Cow, Global Business Development Manager of School Exams, British Council.
Mr. Kevin O'Neill, Head of Education at Inclusion Quality Mark.
Mr. Paul Keelyside, Executive Director of Nisai Education Trust. Miss Leslie Laws, Head of Teaching and Learning at Nisai.
The representatives of Nisai Partners, Mr. Stephen Sargent, English teacher of Tosa Juku School. Miss Nguyen Lin Chi, founder of Sanos Education.
And Nisai Global School parents and students. Thank you to all the esteemed guests for joining us in this year's opening ceremony.
And without further ado, we would like to introduce Mr. Dhruv Patel, CEO and founder of Nisai Group, to give a speech about Nisai and his vision for the new academic year. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Dhruv Patel.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, everyone. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to you, all of you, for taking time to join us at the Nisai Global School opening ceremony of 24-25. I'd like to express my gratitude to all the esteemed speakers and our fantastic team for organizing this superb event. This year, Nisai Global School celebrates the 5th anniversary, and during this time, we have accomplished a great deal. We now have students from over 30 countries studying with us. We have established 8 regional offices across Asia to support all our learners. Throughout this period, many young learners have joined Nisai Global School. We encourage our learners to develop as individuals, acquiring skills that will support them throughout their lives. Please remember that while teaching may come to an end, learning continues until our last breath. Our teachers and students support team, encourage our learners to aspire, set their own milestones, and achieve them. The Nisai teachers and student support teams are dedicated to developing our learners' confidence, knowledge, and competencies in creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communications. At Nisai Education is the starting point for lifelong learning, where our learners recognize the value of education and opportunities it can provide. Over the last 5 years of teaching across Asia, I've been deeply inspired by the individual achievements of our learners. What has been abundantly clear is the need for equity, ensuring that our learners, your children, have access to the resources they need to become the best version of themselves. Both in UK and in Asia, our learners have achieved extraordinary outcomes despite the individual challenges they faced for the last few years due to COVID. Nisai Global School prides itself on being a fully inclusive school, removing the barriers that many learners have previously encountered. This means that our learners can fully commit to, engage with, enjoy their education and time at our school. Our diverse school classrooms include learners from very many different backgrounds and countries, and also learning at a level that is matched to their ability and not their age. I would like to highlight some of the remarkable achievements of our learners, and I'm incredibly proud of what they've achieved and accomplished. One, in the international GCSE exams taken in May and June 2024, all our learners passed with 42% achieving grade A stars to A, an increase from last year. Number two, I'm very proud 2 of our Indonesian learners, Hena and Aru, won the Gold Award at the World Young Inventors Exhibition 2024 in Kuala Lumpur. Several of our students successfully applied for further education in countries such as South Korea, US, and Finland, to name some. Our Japanese learner, Soshi, successfully made it into the top 10 Scholastic Asian Young Storytellers Award 2023. A total of 8 Vietnamese learners received British Council General's scholarship offer. 6 further, excellent effort in building projects to support their peers and community, and 2 of their determination to learn and efforts in overcoming disadvantages into the study program. A total of 5 learners from 4 different countries received Sustainable Development Goals scholarship offers, each of 4 projects using knowledge to support the community and promotion of the Sustainable Development Goals. I'd like to thank all our teachers, our student support, business development, and marketing teams in the region for their unwavering support of our learners and their parents. I would also like to extend my thanks to our Nisai Learning School partners and hub partners for providing the social and emotional support to many of our learners. Every year, I'm inspired by the extraordinary achievements of our Nisai learners, and I'm eagerly looking forward to hearing the highlights of 24-25 academic year. Finally, to our learners, I encourage you to think about what you wish to achieve and set your own goals, supported by both an academic and personal development. And finally, I want you to remember this. Learn with us. Together, we can change the world. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dhruv Patel, for your comprehensive overview of Nisai. It is evident that Nisai is striving forward to make high-quality education accessible to every student. Following Mr. Dhruv's speech, we would like to invite Miss Carol Cow, Global Business Development Manager, School Exams, British Council, to kick off our event with insightful sharing about the long-term relationship between the British Council and Nisai Global School. Please welcome Miss Carol Cow.
Thank you very much, Moody, for the introductions. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, students, and parents of Nisai Global School, good day to all of you. It's really a privilege for me to stand before you today as we usher in another academic year. On behalf of the British Council, I extend my deepest gratitude to Nisai Global School for the honor of being part of these significant occasions. So this year marks a particularly special milestone as you celebrate the 5th anniversary of Nisai Global School's presence in the global market, alongside Nisai Group's remarkable 28 years of contribution to education. Over nearly 3 decades, Nisai Group has been at the forefront of making quality education accessible to students worldwide, and it's truly inspiring to see how far you have worked together to achieve such accomplishment. The British Council supports young people in attaining high quality education and internationally recognized qualification in exclusive community. We manage more than 1 million international GCSE and A-level exams each year across the globe. Our exam service provides trustworthy and secure assurance of each candidate's ability, supporting thousands of young people in assessing opportunity in international education, work, and mobility. Our partnership with Nisai is rooted in a shared commitment to excellence in education. So this partnership is more than just a professional relationship. It's a shared vision of creating equitable and accessible opportunity of international standard for all students, regardless of their background or circumstance. So through our collaborations, our Nisai students can seek IGCSE and A-level exams with the British Council in almost all the places across East Asia, South Asia, and some market in North Africa as well. So such as Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, China, Japan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and even in Botswana. So as we begin this new academic year, for the students, I want to encourage you to embrace the challenge and opportunity that lie ahead. So education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's also about developing resilience, fostering inclusivity, and building a sense of community. These values will not only guide you through your academic journey, but will also serve as the foundation of your future endeavors. As we look ahead to this new academic year, let us do so with optimism, determination, and a shared commitment to making it a year of discovery, growth, and achievement. And I'm confident that with the collective effort with everyone involved, Nisai Global School will continue to thrive and make a lasting impact on the life of students. So I wish you all a very successful and fulfilling year ahead. Thank you. And I now hand over the stage back to our amazing host.
Thank you, Ms. Carol Cow, for your introduction about the British Council and thorough presentation about the collaboration between Nisai and the British Council.
Next, we would like to invite Mr. Kevin O'Neill, Head of Inclusion Education at Inclusion Quality Mark, to give out a brief overview of the Inclusion Quality Mark Award, IQM, and how Nisai is working to maintain this important accreditation. Please welcome Mr. Kevin O'Neill.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I must say, Tony and Muji, you are inspired choices as hosts today. Fantastic. Where I'm from here in the UK and Ireland, we have two exceptional TV hosts called Ant and Dec. And if you two go on to be anything like them, I think you'll be very proud. Excellent. An honor to be here today and to speak with colleagues, school leaders, stakeholders, and all those who have a vested interest in inclusion and unlocking the full potential of all of our learners. My name is Kevin, and I'm the Head of Education and School Improvement at the Inclusion Quality Mark Award. I'm a former head teacher and inspector, but now I work with IQM on helping school leaders future-proof their schools through the golden thread of school improvement that is inclusion. We work with schools domestically in the UK and Ireland, but ever more so with international schools. What unites them all is a passionate desire to become a centre of inclusion and belonging for all learners. In 2024, diversity in our schools is a fact. All of our schools in every context, from age 3 to 18, diversity is a fact. As school leaders, we are tasked with looking to see where inequity exists. And part of that task and the choices we make are how do we address the balance, the imbalance. So the choices we make as leaders, short-term, medium, and long-term, give us the opportunity to create centres of inclusion and belonging. And there's work to be done, folks. At the recent UNESCO conference, as good as our schools are and as passionate as we are about becoming more inclusive, There are still 250 million children and young people globally who are currently not availing of education. And what's more, there are 617 million children who are below the minimum proficiency standards required in reading and in maths. We need to chase down inequity where we find it in our own context. And we do that by viewing inclusion as an action, as a verb. What is your school's strategy in terms of inclusion? Do you have an inclusion lead? And do all of your patrons, your students, your staff, your families, your governors understand their role in creating a school culture that has got depths in terms of inclusion? And where you find strong pockets of inclusion, how explicitly and widely shared are your practices? What is your strategy? So at IQM, we like to take schools who have identified the formative stages of inclusion and a desire to improve, and we help them create centres of belonging. And when your school is a centre of belonging, that is where value is added to the organisation. Inclusion should be a hallmark of your ethos. And ethos is the Greek word for character. So in a centre of belonging, you add value and discretionary effort. Every stakeholder feels that they own a piece of prime real estate in the school. There's alignment. People begin to thrive in that environment, and that is where belonging moves on to becoming. Nisai get that. They themselves are market pioneers in terms of the education and inclusion. They're a centre of excellence with the inclusion quality mark. They didn't do it to get a plaque on the wall or to get an accolade. They were able to show an evidence, a commitment to sustainability for all learners, and that they have a high capacity to continue that improvement. They understand that inclusion is the golden thread that runs through every aspect of school improvement and self-evaluation in a successful school. Esteemed colleagues, we work with schools, both domestic, like I've said, and international. And these schools are keen and passionate about staying ahead of the curve. They want validity for their best practice currently. And then they work with IQM as challenge and improvement partners to steer them on the next strategic steps. It requires a growth mindset. Inclusion in your schools should be the responsibility of everyone. With IQM, we are happiest when a school can articulate that and perhaps move inclusion as a priority up to the same levels of safeguarding. When we ask who's responsible for safeguarding in a school, the answer uniformly is we all are. Well, who's responsible for inclusion in the school? We all are. How do you make your classroom more inclusive? Your curriculum area that you lead. Your role and responsibility in the school needs inclusive behaviours and a management style that is open to inclusion and growth. Like I said, Nisai get that. They're a centre of excellence, and by sheer fact that we've all been invited here today to liberate inclusion tells me and tells everyone here that their commitment is for the future and to all of their learners. Like I said, a pleasure to be here today. Looking forward to listening about inclusive practices and ideas around the globe. I'm very happy to continue the conversation with anyone in regards to the work that IQM can do and how we can help partner your school, just like we did with Nisai. So your question today is, how are you going to liberate inclusion and begin the conversation? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin O'Neill, for your detailed explanation regarding IQM and its role in promoting inclusive education. And to continue this special ceremony, please welcome Mr. Paul Kinley-Sai, Executive Director of Nisai Education Trust, to share about Nisai Education Trust and its commitment to promote inclusivity and equity in education.
Thank you, Muji. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody who's spoken before me. It's been uplifting. But most of all, I want to say thank you to every single Nisai and their parents and carers and everybody in the Nisai team for making our work possible. Okay, so the Nisai Trust is the same age as the Nisai Global School, everybody. Okay, we kind of grew up together. And what the Trust does is it looks at how we can create, how we can find the magic that you guys and your teachers find in your lessons. That magic that moves us from just being in a space, being included, to being the best you can be. Yeah, the equity. The equity is about being the best you can be. And our job is to take all the data about the lessons and all the learning about online delivery and the lessons that you have and do some research around it. And if you like, what we're really doing is catching the lightning that is your learning and putting it in a bottle and creating a light that we can show to others. So I really, really want to thank you for all the work you do in your lessons. I want to thank all of the teachers for all the work that they put into those lessons and for all the support you get. And I want you to know that moving forwards, all that work, will help others have a greater and greater and more impactful learning experience. So when Drew said at the start, learn with us, together we can really change the world. That's actually what you're doing, guys. So you're amazing. And I saw in the comments as we came in that when Mr. Kevin was talking earlier, and he said, one of you said you felt sad for the other kids because that's the kind of experience, that's the kind of student you are, that's the kind of learner you are. You care about others and you want them to have that same experience. And by doing everything you're doing and by helping us do the research, you're making that happen. So thank you, everybody. Keep up the good work. I hope you have an amazing year. Hope you achieve so much. I look forward to seeing the results at the end. Welcome to 24-25.
Thanks, Mr. Paul, for your sharing about Nisai Education Trust. We hope that Nisai will gain more success on its way to deliver equitable and inclusive learning programs to all students. Ladies and gentlemen, we already listened to the speech from our special guest today of their remarks and visions for the next academic year. Next, we would like everyone to pay attention to the screen. Please enjoy a recap video prepared by the Nisai team. Rejoice to what we have achieved in the past few years.
very beautiful place for a child to bloom. And everyone is very supportive. Teachers are amazing. They deliver really high educational quality content. My peers amazing. My student support team, my academic advisors, everyone from starting to end, everyone is so nice, so good. Everyone is so supportive, and my teachers are so motivating. I just cannot thank enough Nisai.
I love NVDA platform. Like, they're very convenient to use, as well as customizable. You can like change the theme or choose the font that you like, and I love that. Oh, as well as I can track my progress in the folders section. You can skip your old assignments, and then you can compare of how you do now, and it can see the differences and how much I improve.
Với gia đình chúng tôi thì Nisai có ơn rất là lớn. Nó là một bước ngoặt của cuộc đời con tôi và gia đình tôi. Nó là một bước đệm trong cái sự trưởng thành vượt bậc của con được như ngày hôm nay. Nói chung là mấy năm học Nisai, gia đình rất là hài lòng, mong muốn được lan tỏa một môi trường chất lượng tuyệt vời như thế, các thầy cô hỗ trợ nhiệt tình như thế đến với tất cả các mẹ, các phụ huynh đang mong muốn tìm cho con một môi trường quốc tế online để gửi gắm con mình. Các mẹ cứ yên tâm là mấy năm con học ở môi trường này, con không những trưởng thành về mặt học tập, mà con trưởng thành về mặt xã hội và các kỹ năng để phục vụ cuộc sống của con sau này rất là nhiều. Vô cùng cảm ơn Nisai, các thầy cô bộ môn luôn nhớ ơn và kính chúc các thầy cô luôn mạnh khỏe để lan tỏa được nhiều hơn nữa những cái dịch vụ chất lượng tốt như thế này đến học sinh của Việt Nam.
As far as the added value of Nisai is concerned, I can safely say that the experience does not only improve their learning and their knowledge and skills, but it also gives them a lot of hope. It shows them their real potential. It shows them the way toward the world, the international, and it opens for them the doors for opportunities they might not see without joining Nisai.
I would like to welcome you all to Nisai Global School, your school. Our values and expectations of ourselves match those we have of our students. Excellence, flexibility, integrity, and ambition. Equitable and inclusive education allows our students to be the best form themselves and to inspire them to go on to achieve extraordinary things. For those joining our school in 2024-25, your personal journey will be different to your peers and will be as individual as you are. The only advice I would like to share is be yourself and enjoy your time with Nisai. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the video. Nisai was very delighted to present as an inclusive education provider for children across the globe. Dear parents and students, as the new school year is coming, we would like to announce that Nisai's academic year 2024 to 2025 has officially launched. We are thrilled to give out the best personalized learning curriculum to all dear students. We would like to send our best wishes to students and teachers, wishing you a wonderful learning journey. Thank you to all the parents for choosing Nisai as the academic companion for your children.
Featuring Nisai's great achievements in the last academic year, we are excited to invite our honor students with outstanding performance to share their stories. Please welcome Leo, Nisai from India, to stage to share his thoughts.
Hello, can everybody hear me? Okay. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Muchi. Now, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. My name is Leo Bricacola, and I am a student at Nisai Global School, where I am currently pursuing my A-levels since completing my IGCSEs. I've been with Nisai for nearly 3 years now, and I'm excited to share my experience with all of you today. First, a little quick history as to why I chose Nisai. Back in 2021, I and my family were traveling rather frequently, which made regular offline schooling unfeasible, which prompted me to research online schooling, where I discovered Nisai through its 21K partnership at the time. However, what compelled me to ultimately enroll into Nisai over the alternative online schools available was its internationally recognized Cambridge curriculum and its community of global students and teachers. And since then, I can attest that the experience on both these fronts has been amazing. Now, achieving the strong IGCSE grades I did was the result of two key factors. Firstly, it was creating and adhering to a structured revision schedule over my holidays and free time. This allowed me to broadly review the material, identify and remedy my weaknesses, and practice mock tests. Secondly, using the size schemes of work as a guideline was particularly helpful in this process, as were the lesson slides and the ongoing support from my teachers through email. As I transition into my AS levels, Nisai's online learning environment and material continued to excel in quality. The teachers were easily available for support, and the learning features like interactive quizzes, recorded lessons, and detailed feedback for my assignments and classroom allowed me to stay on top of my courses. From IGCSE through my AS levels, all my teachers in Nisai have consistently demonstrated both exceptional skill and a genuine passion for helping the students succeed. And for that, I am truly grateful. I'd like to especially thank my IGCSE economics teacher, Mr. Andy McGarry, for both his brilliant personality and for stoking my interest in the subject. I also want to especially thank my English teachers for always helping me through what has been one of my more weaker subjects. As the school year begins and my A2 levels commence, I feel just as excited about completing my education with Nisai Global School as I did beginning it. My experience here has been tremendously valuable, and I believe it will continue to help me achieve my goals of acquiring a degree in economics moving forward. Finally, to any students considering enrolling in Nisai, I would personally encourage you to take the lead. From what I've experienced, a flexible online platform, excellent staff, and this international curriculum have been instrumental in my success, and I believe it can be for yours as well. With that, I conclude. Thank you for listening, and I hope my experience helped you in any way.
Thank you so much for your wonderful sharing, Leo. Next, we would like to invite everyone to watch a short video of Soshi, Nisai from Japan, sharing his thoughts and experiences while studying at Nisai.
Hello everyone, I'm Soshi Keda and I am 8 years old. I love games like Minecraft and train watching. Today, I'd like to talk about the fun and interesting experiences I've had during my time at Nisai Global School this academic year 2023 to 2024. My favorite class was English because I really enjoyed reading Lord of the Flies. The story was captivating, which made the class even more enjoyable. One of the most memorable moments was in the NS2 English class when our teacher would always end the class with the word, "Now!" It became a kind of motto for the class, and every time the teacher said it, I would always smile. Another project that left a strong impression on me was the NS2 Global Perspectives Sustainability Project. We explored various aspects of sustainability and learned important things while working together with our teachers and classmates. Hearing the diverse options of my classmates was a valuable learning experience for me. In these classes, I met classmates of various ages from different countries. Their positive attitudes toward learning and diverse perspectives were very inspiring and educational for me. I even made friends. I'm really happy about that. I also love learning in the quiet environment of my home, which made it easy for me to concentrate during Nisai's online classes. I think it's greatly improved my ability to learn. Through online learning at Nisai, I have grown a lot. I've learned about diverse topics such as submerged poems, climate change, the water crisis, language techniques, and all novels. It has been 2 years since I joined Nisai, and it has afforded me many learning opportunities. One academic achievement I am proud of is scoring 100 on an assignment. It made me very happy, and I felt a sense of accomplishment from working so hard. An important lesson I learned from my friends and teachers is not to spam in public chat. It's crucial to communicate respectfully and responsibly. School assignments can be challenging, but I've been able to overcome them with effort and perseverance. It's important to always do your best. In the future, I want to learn more about teenage life because, after all, I'm only 8 years old. My experiences at school have been a great foundation for reaching my future goals. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. I hope you found it interesting and inspiring.
Thank you, Leo and Soshi, for your sharing. Dear parents and students, the development and expansion of Nisai would not have been possible without the support and the empowerment of Asian parents. We are very grateful for your belief in us. We would like to invite Ms. Sharina Yunus on behalf of Nisai parents to share her thoughts on choosing Nisai.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Sharina Yunus from Brunei Darussalam. Thank you for having me here today. My journey with Nisai started when I was looking for a school for my son with special needs. And it's been 1 year now that he's started the school with Nisai Global School. I have to say that throughout that period of time, he has grown in confidence, and he himself has said that learning at Nisai Global School has been enjoyable and less stressful. What I found with Nisai Global School was that they were able to tailor the learning according to his level, and rather than just fitting him into a standard curriculum based on his age. The credit must also go to the teachers. They've made the online learning interesting. I can see that he's involved, and they have carefully curated interesting and engaging activities online to keep the students interacting with the teachers as well as their classmates. I've also have to say that the support that I've received from the student support has been excellent. They've kept not only my son and myself up to date with all in the important information. They've kept me up to date with his progress as well in a timely manner. All of that has allowed me to better support him as a parent. My advice to parents with special needs is that to consider Nisai Global School. Thus far, for both myself and my son, it has been a positive environment. They've created an environment that has allowed him to bloom. He's flourished. He's doing well as well in school. And I have to say that the overall learning has been a positive one. Thank you so much for having me online.
Thank you, Ms. Sharina Yunus, for your thoughtful sharing. Apart from parents and students, Nisai is also proud to collaborate with many prestigious partners to provide inclusive and equitable education to many more students.
We are delighted to welcome the representatives of Tosajuku School from Japan, Mr. Stephen Sargent, to come and share his thoughts on the partnership between Tosajuku School and Nisai.
Hello, everyone. Hello. And thank you very much to the hosts. Both of you are killing it. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. And hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Sargent, and I am a homeroom, English, and rock climbing teacher at Tosajuku School in Kochi, Japan. And actually right now, we are in the middle of a very big typhoon. So we did not have school today, and we will not have school tomorrow. If you can hear the wind and the rain during my speech, I apologize, but please bear with me. All right, a little bit about myself. I was homeschooled until university. I moved to Japan from America 10 years ago. And now I live in the countryside with 2 beautiful daughters and 2 beautiful dogs. And my beautiful wife, I didn't forget. Yeah. All right. The school I work at is called Tosajuku, and it's a junior senior high school that's actually on top of a mountain in the Japanese countryside. It's very cool. I work for a special course within that school called the Manabi Creation course, just like on the t-shirt. Manabi means learning in Japanese. This is a new course in its 4th year that focuses on student freedom and building life skills so that students can succeed on their own. Some people learn well from a lecture, others can learn from reading a textbook, and others learn best from getting hands-on or having a discussion. So our course is designed to let students shape their own learning environment and even opt out of classes in favor of a different learning style or a different pace that fits them. Because of the freedom and diversity of learning style and learning pace at our school, we're always trying to find new ways to approach English. We don't want to alienate the lower level students or alienate the higher level students by aiming for the middle of the road in a one-size-fits-all class. So we've always focused on projects and activities that can be easily adapted to different students' levels and styles at the same time. Because of all that, the online Nisai and Help program was a must-try for us. We started the program this spring with our class of first-year junior high school students. Every student participates on their own with an iPad, while I listen in and support when necessary. And so far, we're having a great time. And I've facilitated several different types of online lessons over the years, but I'm truly surprised with how much our students enjoy the class, and especially how resilient they are. To be a bit blunt, while there are, of course, always exceptions, the current state of English education in Japan is not anywhere near the global standard that maybe many Nisaiers are accustomed to. So these courses are quite difficult for us if you go by grade or age level. So our first year students were thrown into the deep end, into an all English environment that was maybe too difficult for a lot of them. But with cooperation from our fantastic Nisai teacher, Ms. Zarin, and support from myself, students have had a great time and gained confidence in their English skills. Students who were afraid to speak up in class have started turning their mics on or typing in chat. Students went from not responding to giving answers to Ms. Zarin's questions to starting their own conversations with help. They're always excited to teach her random Japanese phrases or pop culture figures. My students are learning and enjoying the class despite its relative extreme difficulty for them. I count that as a great success, and I attribute it to a few factors. The most important thing for me as a facilitator has been to know my students, know when to help, and more importantly, know when to stand back. I know that full language immersion can be a very powerful thing, and a little stress builds grit, but I've also seen it become discouraging when it gets too difficult. So I try very hard to keep that balance for them in the class. What that means for my class is a lot of live translation. I translate Ms. Zarin's explanations and instructions in real time. I've found that when students at the very least know what Ms. Zarin wants them to do, they're much more positive-minded, even if it is difficult or they can't do it well. With me as a facilitator, it also gives students a chance to check their answer with me before saying it into the mic. Of course, I'd rather they just try on their own and make a mistake in the mic, But for some students, it's the difference between bravely giving an answer that builds confidence and withdrawing from the class and not participating. Another important part of knowing your students is managing expectations. For example, with my class, my students need help with their homework. I use one English class a week to do their homework with them. For now, we all do it together as a class worksheet. It might not be the normal way for many classes, but right now, for most of my class, that is the pace that we're at, and that's okay. I don't expect perfection from them. What I expect is for them to keep trying hard and to not give up, and they're doing a great job with that. So this is just a bit about my approach to the Nisai and Help program. Every school, every class, and every student is different. And I hope that you aren't afraid to tailor the program to best fit your students. I hope I get the chance to talk to you all again next year and show you how far they've come. Thank you very much for your time and enjoy the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Sargent, for your great sharing. We look forward to a long and successful partnership between Nisai and Tosachaku School. Following Mr. Stephen Sargent, we are honored to invite the representative of Sana's Education, Nguyen Lin Shi, to give a speech about the partnership between Nisai and Sana's Education.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, everyone. So first of all, I would like to say thank you so much, Stephen Chagan. As a Nisai Hub in Vietnam, we learned a lot from the experience. And so on behalf of the Sana's team, I would like to express my congratulations on the new school year opening of Nisai School. We wish all Nisai students and teachers will have a prosperous year filled with joy and success. It is our honor to join the ceremony today and to represent the Nisai Hubs in Vietnam. The first thing I would like to do is express my sincere thanks to Mr. Dhruv Patel and Ms. Ling for agreeing to become one of Sana's partners and for their tremendous support throughout the last school year. From the very beginning, Sana's goal has been to connect students in Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province in Vietnam with the world. This was the driving force behind our search for international partners, and we found Nisai School. After a long period of discussions and reflections on the missions, visions, educational philosophies, and student profiles of both Sana's and Nisai, we discovered that we share the same vision for students and the same educational philosophy. These strong foundations have enabled both organizations to enter into a long-term agreement to provide an effective teaching and learning environment that meets international standards for students in our province. Although our cooperation has only been in place for 1 year, the Sana's team has observed that most of our objectives have been achieved. All of our students love coming to and studying at Sana's. They have made friends, even close friends, and they participate in sports activities together outside of their learning time. The students have made significant progress in their academic performance at their public schools. We have also received a lot of feedback from parents that their children's autonomy has improved. They feel more confidence in developing the learning plans at home, as well as in planning for other activities such as piano, badminton, swimming, and more. As you know, last year marked the first year of cooperation between Nisai and Sana's. There was much to learn, to brainstorm, and discover the most effective methods for the Sana's team as well as our students. They faced many challenges, I know. The learning schedule was quite demanding, and they had to rush to class immediately after the regular school day. Sometimes, they even had to open their laptops and study in the car to ensure they were present in class on time. And their homework load was also substantial, and they had to work very hard. However, they have been outstanding. They found ways to overcome all these challenges, and in the end, realized that significant challenges help us grow more quickly. As facilitator and supporter in Barivuntal province, Sana's team has taken the following actions. Our teachers assist the students in each lesson, ensuring they understand the content thoroughly and can keep up with the pace of the lessons. They also help the students feel confidence when studying alongside their international peers. We have also collaborated with another international partner, the Art Association from France, to provide our students with opportunities to explore 9 countries and their respective cultures during the summer. This has allowed the students to make new friends and learn a great deal from their peers from all over the world. Considering the benefits that the agreement between Nisai and Sanat provides to students and our ambitions to do even more for them, I firmly believe that students in Barivuntal who engage with Nisai Sanat will have a broad access to the world. This will enable them to participate in an international learning environment comparable to that of students living in England, Europe, or other countries, all while remaining close to their families. With their own efforts, these students will have the opportunity to access the universities of their dreams. Finally, from the bottom of my heart and an educator, I would like to extend my best wishes to all students as they embark on this new academic year. May it a year of learning, growth, and achievement. We believe in the potential, and we are here to support you every step of the way. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Ms. Nguyễn Chi, for your valuable sharing. We look forward to building a long-term relationship with Sona's education.
Apart from our supportive partners and great students, Nisai is also highly proud of our team of dedicated and highly qualified teachers. Please welcome Miss Leslie Loss, Head of Teaching and Training at Nisai, to give a speech in this meaningful ceremony.
Hello everyone, I'm honoured to be here today at Nisai's opening ceremony, speaking on behalf of Nisai's teachers. How wonderful it's been to share this experience with you and hear from our honoured speakers and very talented students. As Head of Teaching and Learning, I strive for excellence and advocate for a culture of quality and creativity in teaching and learning, making sure that our staff have access to the most recent information and ideas regarding teaching and learning practices. I manage all the teachers within the organisation, so I liaise with the UK and international teaching teams to ensure the overall curriculum offer and delivery is fit for purpose. In the 10 years that I've worked at Nisai, it's been my absolute pleasure to witness firsthand the positive impact Nisai can have on student personal development and achievement. And just like our students, Nisai constantly grows and develops to best support our students. The Nisai Global School teaches an international curriculum in a way that supports students and provides pathways to IGCSEs, A-level, and even further study. Students can study from anywhere with our online school, receiving live lessons which are delivered via our interactive classrooms. Having smaller than usual class sizes, in addition to timetabling students based on their ability rather than age, helps to foster an inclusive and customised approach to learning. The student-centred educational environment enables students to work towards achieving their personal objectives and ambitions. Nisai recognises and firmly supports equity in diversity and the importance and necessity of inclusion in education. Therefore, Nisai teachers receive regularly continuing professional development, which includes special educational needs and safeguarding training. Our teachers have a natural passion in their subject areas and are dedicated to delivering high quality education to our students. The essential teacher training assists teachers in acquiring new methods of teaching and learning practices, exchange best practices, and implement innovative teaching strategies. Nisai teachers utilise a variety of 21st century teaching methods and incorporate critical thinking, creativity, communication and collaboration within our live lessons. Nisai teachers also have a responsibility for the progression of their students and are highly committed to supporting their students' success and progress. They have the utmost integrity, they are inspirational, and our students are at the centre of everything they do. Teachers continually strive to encourage academic progress by creating lessons which are innovative, interactive, and quality assured. The lessons are structured in a way which allows students to explore the topic, utilising the classroom tools in a fully interactive way. And our classrooms are structured to assist in eliminating social anxieties. For example, we don't use webcams. This allows students to focus and concentrate on their studies rather than being distracted by usual classroom distractions. Within live lessons, a variety of communication avenues can be utilised by the student and teacher to aid in the growth and development of confidence, knowledge, and soft skills. In addition to support students, all live lessons are recorded and classroom resources are uploaded to the course sites on the MVA. These recordings and resources are beneficial for student assistance, for example, recap and revision, or even catching up on any missed sessions. Where relevant, the skills necessary to develop students are embedded into our live lessons. For example, examination revision, preparation, communication and collaboration skills. These skills not only help to prepare students for the end of course examinations, but of course they also help to prepare them for further education, employment and adulthood. Nisai also helps to prepare students to be good global citizens by embedding cross-curricular links and the UNESCO Sustainable Development Goals, where relevant, which contextualise subjects and the content within real-world examples. This further advances student skills, arming them with the tools, insight and knowledge that they will need to help change the world. Our students receive regular feedback to help with their progression in lessons via assignments, and every term teachers also write individualised termly progress reports on each learner to provide feedback on their achievements and give advice on how they can help improve their subject knowledge and skills. Of course, our students can also ask the teacher a question at any time in the lesson, and if they need help outside of their lesson time, they can communicate with their subject teacher via the private and secure student email system. I'm very optimistic that this year will be a remarkable, exciting, inclusive and prosperous and successful one for our students, and I'm very excited by the wonderful opportunities our students have and this prospect of what is to come in terms of their progress and development. For our students, your teachers are looking forward to seeing you in class and excited to assist you in achieving your goals this year. In conclusion, I would like to thank all the esteemed speakers, staff members, guests, parents, guardians and students for being here today to celebrate the opening of Nisai Global School for the academic year 2024-2025. I hope that you've all enjoyed celebrating today and wish happiness and success to you all. Thank you. I'll now hand you back to our wonderful MCs, Muji and Tony.
Thanks, Ms. Leslie, for your inspiring presentation. Now, for moving to the final part, we would like to invite everyone to enjoy a music performance by Nisai students. Please welcome Nisai Kiana Samura from Japan.
꽃을 가지도 없단 걸 하지만 그녀와 달리 난 널 쉽게 놔줄 맘이 없거든. Never let go. You don't know me. I love it, your hatred. 이별 다시 난 순진한 미소만 오늘도 네 품에 안길래. 아무것도 모르는 척 Baby no more real love 내 곁에 있어줄게 마지막엔 break your heart bad boy yeah you really make me a mad girl whoa 친구들한텐 또 너를 감싸주는 중 바보가 돼버렸군 너왜 자꾸 나를 보며 웃는데 딱 한 번의 눈물이면 되는데 Cry for me, let me please forgive you 아무것도 모르는 척 Baby just like real love 마지막 기회 어서 보여줘봐 your true love Bad boy, yeah you really make me sad girl whoa. I want you to cry, cry for me 내가 울었던 것처럼 cry for me Make you wait for, cry for me But again 조금씩 더 빠져가 사랑이 내 가슴에 또 무너져가 용서할 핑계를 만들어가 I want you to cry for me 사랑이란 게 너무 독해 네 마음도 다 녹아버리게 또다시 원해 널 내 곁에 I want you to cry, cry for me 너 연기라도 해 빨리 cry for me Make it rain fall, fall and fall now I want you to cry, cry for me 내가 울었던 것처럼 cry for me Make it rain fall, cry for me But again 조금씩 더 빠져가 사랑에 내 가슴이 또 무너져가 용서할 핑계를 만들어가 I want you to die for me
Thank you, everyone, for watching the video. Kiana Sumura's performance has finalized the opening ceremony for today. Now, I would like everyone to open your cameras and take a picture with us. We hope that the event brought you with broader knowledge about Nisai and our commitment to deliver equitable and inclusive education to all students. We would like to send sincere thanks to our esteemed guests, Mr. Dhruv Patel, CEO and founder of Nisai Group, Miss Carol Cow, Global Business Development Manager, School Exams, British Council,
Mr. Kevin O'Neill, Head of Education at Inclusion Quality Mark,
Mr. Paul Keeley-Site, Executive Director of Nisai Education Trust,
Miss Leslie Laws, Heads of Teaching and Learning at Nisai,
Mr. Stephen Sargent, English Teacher of Tosajuku School,
Miss Whitlam T, Founder of Sunnis Education,
and the parents and students of Nisai Global School from all across the globe. That's the end of our opening ceremony. Thanks to all the participants for joining our event. We hope to see you again at the next Nisai event.
Now, we will move to a very interesting part of the event, Nisai Enrichment Program. Please stay tuned and join the games with us.
I would like to welcome Miss Chloe Pham and Miss Amber Nguyen, Enrichment Officer, to the stage to host the activities.